Let me paint you a picture. It's a Tuesday morning, you're already running late for work, and the moment you turn the key in your Kia, that little dashboard lights up like a Christmas tree. The check engine light is on. Again. The traction control warning is blinking. There's some weird symbol you've never even seen before staring back at you, and your stomach just drops. You pull out your phone, start Googling, and within 10 minutes, you're convinced you need a new transmission, a new engine, and maybe a whole new car. The mechanic quotes you $800 just to start diagnosing it. That was me. That was my exact Tuesday morning about 2 years ago. And I'm here to tell you today that I did not spend $800. I did not spend $400. I didn't even spend $100. I spent exactly $0, and I fixed almost every single problem my Kia had been throwing at me for months. And the method I used? It's sitting right underneath your dashboard, and your car has had it since the day it rolled off the assembly line. Stay with me here, because what I'm about to walk you through is going to completely change the way you think about car ownership, especially if you drive a Kia. Trick 1. Understanding what your Kia is actually trying to tell you. Before we get into the hack itself, I need to make sure you understand something that most people get completely wrong. When your Kia throws a warning light, it is not necessarily telling you that something is broken. It is telling you that something has been logged. There is a massive difference between those two things, and that difference is costing everyday drivers thousands of dollars every single year. Your Kia, like every car manufactured after 1996, runs on a system called OBD2, Onboard Diagnostics, version 2. This system is essentially a continuous self-monitoring computer that tracks hundreds of different sensors throughout your vehicle. Every time one of those sensors picks up a reading that falls outside of normal parameters, it stores a fault code and usually triggers a warning light on your dashboard. The important thing to understand is that the code gets stored even when the problem is minor, intermittent, or already resolved on its own. So here's what happens in the real world. Your gas cap wasn't tightened properly last week. Your Kia logs an evaporative emission leak code. The check engine light comes on. You panic. You go to the mechanic. The mechanic charges you $120 just to read the code, tells you it was a loose gas cap, charges you another $50 to clear it, and you drive home $200 poorer for a problem that fixed itself the moment you twisted the gas cap correctly. This scenario plays out every single day at dealerships and auto shops everywhere. The hack I'm going to show you today puts that power back in your hands, and it works on virtually every Kia model. Sorento, Sportage, Soul, Optima, Forte, Telluride, Carnival, Stinger, all of them. Trick 2. Getting the tool that changes everything. The tool you need is called an OBD2 scanner. Now, before you close this video thinking I'm about to tell you to buy something expensive, hear me out. You can get a perfectly functional Bluetooth OBD2 adapter for under $15 on Amazon or at any auto parts store. Some people find them even cheaper, and if you want to go truly free, most AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, and Advance Auto Parts locations will read your codes for free right in the parking lot. But the game changer, the real hack here, is pairing a cheap Bluetooth OBD2 dongle with a free smartphone app. The app I personally use and recommend is called Car Scanner ELM OBD2, and it is available for free on both iPhone and Android. There is also Torque Pro for Android users, which has a free version that works beautifully. These apps, when connected to your little Bluetooth dongle, turn your smartphone into a professional-grade diagnostic tool that gives you access to the exact same information your dealership is reading when they charge you for a diagnostic. You plug the dongle into the OBD2 port, which on almost every Kia is located just underneath the steering wheel on the left side of the dash, usually near your knee. You pair it to your phone via Bluetooth, open the app, and within 30 seconds, you are reading live data from your car's computer. You can see fault codes. You can see exactly what triggered them. You can see whether they are active problems or stored historical codes, and you can clear them entirely right from your phone for free. This is the hack. This is the one thing that changed everything for me. Trick 3. Reading the codes and actually understanding them. Now here is where most people stop. They read the code, something like P0420 or P0171 or P0455, and they have absolutely no idea what it means. It's just a string of letters and numbers. So they Google it, they find a forum post from 2009, they convince themselves their catalytic converter is disintegrating, and they're back to panicking. Let me walk you through how to actually interpret these codes intelligently. Every OBD2 fault code follows a structure. The first letter tells you which system is affected. P codes are powertrain, engine, and transmission. B codes are body, C codes are chassis. U codes are network communication. The first number after the letter tells you whether it's a generic code shared across all manufacturers or a manufacturer-specific code unique to Kia. Then the remaining numbers narrow it down to the specific fault. When you pull a code, the app will usually give you a plain English description right alongside it. P0455 is going to say something like large EVAP system leak detected. That sounds terrifying. In reality, 9 times out of 10 on a Kia, it means your gas cap is loose or has a worn seal. P0171 is System Too Lean Bank 1. Scary sounding, but often it just means there's a small vacuum hose that is cracked or disconnected, or your mass airflow sensor needs cleaning, which you can do yourself with a $5 spray can of MAF cleaner. The app also tells you something critically important: whether the code is a current active fault or a pending and historical fault. A pending code means the system detected something once but hasn't confirmed it as a persistent problem. A historical code means it happened in the past but isn't happening right now. Both of those can be cleared without any repair needed, and a significant number of warning lights you'll encounter in your daily driving fall into exactly those categories. Trick 4. The clearing process and what happens next. So you've read your codes, you understand what they mean, and you've determined that the issue is minor, resolved, or intermittent. Now you clear them. In your app, there will be a button or option that says something like Clear Fault Codes or Reset ECU. You tap it, confirm, and within a few seconds, your Kia's computer wipes those stored codes. The warning lights go off. Your dashboard goes back to normal. Now here is the part that nobody tells you, and it is really important. After you clear the codes, your Kia's computer goes through what's called a drive cycle. During this period, usually somewhere between 1 and 3 days of normal driving, the car's various monitoring systems run their self-checks again. If the underlying issue is genuinely gone, the light stays off and you never think about it again. If the problem is real and persistent, the light comes back on, usually within that same drive cycle period. And when it does, you scan it again. And now you have much better information. You know it's an active, confirmed fault that needs real attention. This is a completely legitimate diagnostic process. It's not a cheat. It's not hiding a problem. It is exactly how professional mechanics approach diagnosis. They read, they evaluate, they clear, they monitor. The only difference is that they charge you $150 per hour to do it. And now you're doing it yourself, in your driveway, in your pajamas if you want to. For me personally, the first time I cleared my codes, 3 of the 4 warning lights I had never came back. 3 out of 4. That means 3 of my 4 car problems were not actually problems at all. They were ghosts in the system. Old stored codes from minor events that had already resolved themselves. I had been driving around for weeks convinced my car was falling apart, and it was completely fine. Trick 5. Going deeper with live data. Here is where this whole thing gets even more powerful, and most people never explore this side of it. Beyond just reading and clearing fault codes, your OBD2 app gives you access to something called live data, real-time readings from every sensor in your car as the engine runs. And this feature alone can save you from being completely misled by a mechanic. Let's say your Kia is running rough at idle. A mechanic glances at it and says it's probably the fuel injectors. That'll be $800. Before you hand over a single dollar, you open your app, go to the live data screen, and you start looking at things like your oxygen sensor readings, your fuel trim values, your coolant temperature, your throttle position. If the oxygen sensors are reading normally and the fuel trims are within a few percentage points of zero, your fuel injectors are almost certainly fine. If your short-term fuel trim is spiking high, you likely have a vacuum leak, a 20-minute fix you can do yourself. The live data screen is also how I diagnosed an intermittent misfiring problem my Kia was having. I could see in real time which cylinder was misfiring. The app showed me misfire counts per cylinder, and it was cylinder 3 almost every time. That pointed me directly to the ignition coil on that cylinder. I ordered the part for $30, watched a 15-minute video, and replaced it myself in under an hour. A shop wanted over $400 for that exact repair. Once you start using live data regularly, you develop an instinct for what normal looks like on your specific Kia. And the moment something starts drifting outside of normal, you catch it early, before it becomes a catastrophic and expensive failure. Trick 6. Kia-specific codes that always trip people out. There are a handful of codes that Kia owners specifically encounter over and over again. and I want to walk you through the most common ones so that when you see them, you don't immediately catastrophize. The P0420 code, catalytic converter efficiency below threshold, is probably the single most panic-inducing code for any car owner. When Kia owners see this, they immediately assume they need a $1,000 catalytic converter replacement. But here's the truth. On Kia vehicles, this code very frequently appears because of a failing oxygen sensor, not a failing catalytic converter. The downstream oxygen sensor is what measures catalytic converter efficiency, and if that sensor is reading incorrectly, it will throw a P0420 even when the converter is perfectly healthy. An oxygen sensor on a Kia is typically a $40 to $80 part and a straightforward DIY replacement. The P0507 code, Idle Control System RPM High, is another one that panics Kia owners. It usually means the idle air control valve or throttle body needs cleaning. Throttle body cleaner costs $6. The cleaning itself takes about 20 minutes and a few cotton swabs. Then there's the infamous P0011 and P0021 codes. Camshaft position timing over advanced. These sound deeply mechanical and expensive, and sometimes they are. But very frequently on Kia engines, these codes appear because the engine oil hasn't been changed recently enough, or the wrong oil viscosity was used. The variable valve timing system in Kia engines is extremely sensitive to oil quality and viscosity. A fresh oil change with the correct grade, typically 5W20 or 5W30 depending on your model, resolves this code more often than not. Free fix, assuming you do your own oil changes, or $30 at a quick lubes place. Trick 7. When to actually go to the mechanic. I want to be completely honest with you here, because this video isn't about telling you to ignore every warning light and just keep clearing codes forever. There are absolutely situations where you need a professional, and knowing the difference is part of what makes this hack so valuable. If you clear a code and it comes back within a day or two of driving, that is a confirmed active fault. Pay attention. If you see codes related to your ABS or your airbag system, anything in the safety critical systems, do not just clear those and move on. Get them properly diagnosed. If you're seeing multiple codes across multiple systems at the same time, that often points to something more systemic, possibly a wiring issue, a failing battery, or a bad ground connection. And while you can diagnose a lot of that yourself with research, it may warrant a professional set of eyes. The point of this tool and this process isn't to replace mechanics entirely. It's to make you an informed consumer when you do go to a mechanic. When you walk in already knowing what code your car threw, what system it affects, and what the most common causes are, you are in a completely different negotiating position. You can ask specific questions. You can push back on unnecessary repairs. You can get a second opinion with actual information in hand. That knowledge alone has saved me hundreds of dollars in avoided unnecessary repairs. The bottom line, the real cost of not knowing. Let me bring this all the way back to where we started. That Tuesday morning in my driveway, staring at a dashboard full of warning lights, convinced I was looking at a massive repair bill. The total amount I spent to resolve those issues, $17, $15 for the Bluetooth OBD2 dongle, and $2 for a new gas cap seal I found at the parts store. Everything else cleared on its own once I understood what I was actually looking at. This one habit, scanning your own codes, reading live data, understanding what your car is genuinely telling you versus what it's just logging as a historical event. This is the single most impactful thing you can do as a Kia owner. It costs almost nothing to get started. It requires no mechanical training to learn the basics. And the money it saves you, both in unnecessary diagnostics and in avoided repairs you didn't actually need, adds up faster than you might think. If you have a Kia sitting in your driveway right now with a warning light on, go grab a $15 Bluetooth dongle, download Car Scanner for free, and spend 20 minutes getting to know your car the way your dealership knows it. I promise you, the check engine light is a lot less scary once you can read exactly what it's saying. Go do it, and come back and let me know in the comments which codes you found and whether they cleared on their own. I read every single one of those comments, and I genuinely want to know how this works out for you. See you in the next one.